Hare Krishna. So we are seeing that Arjuna is glorifying Krishna very, very nicely. Arjuna is glorifying in very, very wonderful words. We saw one verse in the previous video. Now let's see the second one. Shloka number 14. Sarvam etad ṛtaṁ manye yanmam vadasi keśava nahi te bhagavan vyaktiṁ vidur devā dānavāḥ. So here Arjuna is saying that sarvam etad ṛtaṁ manye yan mam vadasi keśava. O Keśava, whatever you have spoken, vadasi, whatever you have spoken till now, sarvam etad, everything that you have spoken, ṛtaṁ manye, I accept it as truth. So Krishna has spoken so many things till now, and now Arjuna is saying, I accept it as truth. And then he says that devā na dānavāḥ. So devā and dānava, that is, the demigods or demons, they actually cannot understand you. So here he has given that both of them, na devā na dānavāḥ, nahi te vyaktiṁ viduh. So the devas and dānavas, they also cannot understand your personality, O Bhagavan, O Lord. So in this way he is saying that whatever you have told, O Krishna, accept it as truth. But then the fact is, even the demigods, even the demons, no one can actually know your personality. So a very nice verse which talks about Krishna's form or Krishna as a personality to be a very confidential, secret personality. Actually, the secret is an open secret. Everything is given in Vedic literature. But then, the key to open the secret is the faith that the person should have. And here, Arjuna is proving that he has that faith, and now he is accepting whatever Krishna is saying as truth. Here it is said that Arjuna herein confirms that persons of faithless and demoniac nature cannot understand Krishna. He is not known even by demigods, so what to speak about so-called scholars of this modern world? So it's a very nice point to understand that people who are faithless, people who are demoniac in nature, atheistic in nature, they cannot understand Krishna, not possible. Because the first thing that is needed in spiritual life is faith. And we see that unfortunately, people are ready to keep faith in everything of this world except for the life manual like Bhagavad-gita. People think twice before investing faith here. Why not? What's the problem? It's a life manual. And how to verify if it's a life manual or not? Just follow what is given. If things are not working, okay, give it up. But if things are working, continue and verify more. This is something which is logical. This is something which is scientific. But then the ones who are faithless, the ones who are demoniac, they just reject at first go itself. They are not scientific. Such people are not scientific. Such people are not logical. So it's a very important point to understand that with faith, our spiritual life starts. With faith, bhakti begins. Without faith, we can never accept what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad-gita. And if we don't accept, then we will not apply. If we will not apply, then how will we experience Krishna? How will we experience what is given in Bhagavad-gita? So it's very important to have complete faith in Krishna and Krishna's words. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and He has spoken Bhagavad-gita for the benefit of all of us. So this has to be very clear, and with that clarity, we should accept things as it is, as spoken by Krishna. By the grace of Supreme Lord, Arjuna has understood that Supreme Truth is Krishna and that He is the perfect one. Now this point is also very important. Now suppose we are a great scholar, and we think that, okay, it's all about Sanskrit and English, I know both of it, so I'll understand myself. Maybe on a theoretical platform, we'll be able to understand some meaning here and there, but to realize that theory is actually a challenge. And many people in this world, they might be knowing shlokas of Bhagavad-gita. They might be knowing, but how many people have realized the shlokas of Bhagavad-gita? That's the important point. Once a person came to Srila Prabhupada and then he said that, Prabhupada, in 45 minutes I can recite all the shlokas of Bhagavad-gita. And Prabhupada just asked him, can you live Bhagavad-gita for 45 seconds? And that person was dumbfolded at that time. He couldn't speak anything. Because knowing the shlokas is not that important than applying them in our day-to-day life. When we apply them in our day-to-day life, with proper realization, then we can say that yes, I've understood Bhagavad-gita. And how can that theory, which currently we have, gets converted into realization? What is that middle thing that is doing this? That is the grace of Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we have the mercy of Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa and his bona fide representatives, that is the spiritual masters, what happens? This theory that we know, that we can actually realize and implement in our day-to-day life. So this realization comes only by the grace of Kṛṣṇa. Here it is said that one should therefore follow the path of Arjuna. He received the authority of Bhagavad-gita. So in 4th chapter, Kṛṣṇa made it very clear that I gave Bhagavad-gita to sun god Vivaswan, but then that parampara seems to be lost. So Arjuna, I am again repeating it to you. So Arjuna, since he is bhakta and sakha, he is a devotee and is a friend of Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa is making him the lead in distributing this knowledge. So he is now that personality who is receiving knowledge directly from Kṛṣṇa, and he is expected to distribute. So this is the parampara system. And only when we are in the parampara system, guru disciplic succession, we can actually understand Bhagavad-gita. We cannot just pick it up by ourselves and we'll be able to understand. No. Maybe some superficial thing we might, but the depth of Bhagavad-gita, it will be very difficult to understand. So, being the part of parampara, we need to understand Bhagavad-gita. This is what is the point. Now, that is very important to know. And here it is said that when the parampara system was lost, Arjuna was selected to rejuvenate it. The acceptance by Arjuna of all that Kṛṣṇa says should be emulated. Then we can understand the essence of Bhagavad-gita, and then only we can understand that Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, when we receive this knowledge, we have to receive it from a bona fide person, like here it's Arjuna. So, when we receive from the bona fide person who is the part of Guru disciplic succession, Sampradaya or Parampara, what happens? We'll be able to understand what is given in Bhagavad-gita, and more importantly, we'll be able to accept Kṛṣṇa being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, Arjuna is saying, the devatas cannot know you. The demons cannot know you. If suppose Arjuna has a question again, that who can know you then? Arjuna is asking a question and he is only answering. So let's see that in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.